Hey guys, Nazori here with another build video for Albion Online. In this video, I'm going to show you a build for the Wildfire staff. This staff recently just got buffed, and it is actually incredibly strong. I'd almost say a little too strong. This is a build that I've been running actually prior to the buff in Corrupted Dungeons. It is now a lot stronger after the buff. So I'm going to go over the build, what moves I choose in different situations, and basically just go over that. All right, so going over the armor first, we have Guardian Boots, and we're using Giant on that. We typically never swap off of Giant unless we're chasing someone down. If there's a rat or something like that, we will jump on to run. But you got to be really cautious because Giant is pretty much a huge defensive that you need to rely on. So pretty much don't ever swap off of that. For your armor, we're using Ambush. You technically can use Inferno Shield for a better brawl, but I really like how Ambush works against a lot of different builds. Like if someone throws a poison pot on you and you want to mitigate the duration of that poison pot, or if they've suddenly used a big buff, you just ambush, wait for that to go away, and then you're good to go. So it's pretty much just another defensive move, right? Except it can possibly negate everything. One huge thing to note here with ambush is that if there is a detector mob around you, don't use ambush. It will immediately reveal you, and I do this all the time. So if you can, train yourself to look for those detector mobs before you pop your ambush. Another thing also, if you hit the enemy with, and I don't know if I can confirm this or not, but if you hit an enemy with a burn, I believe it can de-stealth you instantly. I believe that's how sometimes I get de-stealthed. So if you just slap them with, say, a magma sphere or a fire wave, I'd have to test this, but it potentially could de-stealth you. Not positive on that. All right, so for the helmet, we have Ice Block. I don't think I would use anything but Ice Block. I believe there's probably some situations where you could utilize Force Field, but Ice Block is just a solid defensive ability. Pop it when they're hitting you hard with something big, right? For the cape, we're using Keeper Cape. That just pretty much, you don't have to focus on it too much, but it gives you a massive damage boost once you hit that 70% threshold. So it's just a good cape to have on a fire staff, in my opinion. All right, so as for the actual weapon itself, I will swap between Q2 and Q3. For Q3, I'm a little torn on this. You can have some fights where you literally just whiff all your abilities and it doesn't feel good. I would say if you're versing a ranged that is mobile, something like a warbow, you're probably going to want Searing Flame. If you're versing something like a Regi bow, a regular bow, Burning Field is probably going to be really good for you. Anything that's stationary or any melee like a sword or a spear that has to get on top of you, a mace, you can use Burning Field. Daggers as well. You can use Burning Field to really sort of zone them out. A lot of people literally just won't walk into the fire because of how much damage it is. So you can kind of just chuck the fire on the field and then circle around it while auto attacking, using your spacebar to send auto attacks, and just force them into the fire, right? So for any melee, I prefer Burning Field, and for any mobile ranged, I'll use Searing Flame. I'd say Frosts are included in that and things like that. So if you think they're going to be really mobile, kitey, use Searing Flame. As for the W's, I typically always start on Wall of Flames. This is just basically for any sort of ambush melee attack. So big deal is like if you have a mace or a dagger or a sword, claymore, Wall of Flames is your best bet. Be careful with spears, especially the Trinity Spear, because they use the ranged attack, and this could be completely useless for you. So I would say start on it, be ready to swap off of it. Also, a big thing to note is if you're up against a Badon or a Warbow, they could potentially prevent you from swapping off of this, and this is pretty useless against them. So be careful when you have Wall of Flames on. Try and get your Inspect off really quick and make your decision fast on what you want to do. Potentially you could just stick with like Sprint to start, Inspect, sprint away, and switch to whichever one you want, right? As for the other ones, I will swap between Fire Wave and Fire Artillery. Fire Artillery, if it's something like a Regi bow that I need to out-trade really hard, or like a Warbow that is going to stay really far away from me. Now, big caveat to that is if they have multi-shot, don't use Fire Artillery because they're just going to multi-shot you right out of the cast time, right? So double check to make sure they don't have any huge interrupts. If they have a big interrupt, don't use Fire Artillery. Fire Wave is a pretty good bet all around. If you're unsure about the fight, Fire Wave is a good go-to. It can do a lot of damage. Try and always have one of your Qs on them burning before you hit them with Fire Wave. Not mandatory, but good to, you know, boost the damage of the Fire Wave. Also, if your opponent has something that is interruptible, this is definitely your go-to. This includes auto fire on the crossbow or anything that casts, right? That's easily interruptible, like single-handed fire, or, you know, something where you can just interrupt a cast. Any healer that has a interruptible cast, Fire Wave is your go-to. It does interrupt, so be sure to keep that in mind when selecting. I don't ever really select Ignite or Fireball. I think they're just, Ignite especially is just really not great on this build since you're not speed casting, and plus I just think it's kind of a weird ability since you only get a bonus when you're hitting someone at 40% health, and then Fireball is just not great in PvP in my opinion. So I would stick to one of these three. As for the passive, I almost always go with Burn. I don't think there's really any other reason to use anything else here. Burn is go-to. Energetic, you are a little mana hungry if the fight goes on really, really long, but don't let the fight go really long. So, I mean, I just make sure before you engage, you get full mana. Also, if you're having any mana trouble, don't go with a 4.1 or 4.2 cape. This does give you quite a bit of energy regen at higher tiers. So you can go for like 4.3 or 5.3 if you're having any mana trouble, but I doubt you will. As for food and potion choice, you got resist pots, pretty obvious choice. I bring potions for the PvE as well, like tier 4 poison pots. And I didn't mention PvE on the staff. For PvE, I'll either run one of these combos. Nothing else really. I think it's just best DPS. And yeah, for food, beef stew. I think you could go with dead water eel, but I prefer beef stew. I think just raw damage output. If they're dead, you can't, you know, they can't kill you. So all right, and that's pretty much it. I think we have a couple fights we're going to show at the end of the video, but that pretty much sums up the build. It is pretty good. I used to use it in Slayer. I've been using it recently in Stalker because just getting back into Corrupteds, but very strong build. And yeah, I hope you have some success with it. Guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. That about sums it up for the build. If you guys like this video, please do leave a like. I would appreciate it, or comment or anything. It does help out a lot. I do stream live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nazori. You can catch me there most evenings, NA time zone. And guys, if you're not subscribed and you want to see more content like this, we do post daily on YouTube. So feel free to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it. There's little things we got to look out for. We don't have a purge, so we got to be careful about that. Probably start on Firewall. The meatball hits so hard right now. Someone's right there. I didn't get an inspect off. Okay. So light crossbow. Hi, YouTube. Light crossbow is definitely this, I think. Yes. Not gonna turn when there's lava by me. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I had the bomb on me already. If I would have known that, I would have popped my res. I was waiting for the bomb to put the res on. Damn it. Can't land a single hit. There we go. Good fight. That was tough. Uh-oh. The Trinity. I don't know. Damn it. And he's just getting a big chunk of damage off me to start. I don't know. There we go. We're good. We're good. I don't think we go firewall because he's ranged. That's a ranged character. Like new character explanations? What do you mean character explanations? He poison potted, so we're wasting that away right now. Now we're going into this. I think he's dead. He's deflecting some of our damage, but I'm pretty sure he's dead. Can we catch him with the meatball? I don't know. No. What kind of food's he using? Not health regen food. He's healing up, but so are we. Really wish we would have finished him there. Oh, damn it. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. No. Don't touch. Don't touch. Oh, no. This is close. Woo! Close. Damn, Trinity Spear is rough, man. Oh, that was looking rough. The reveal mob. I was wondering, I went invis and he immediately revealed us. Good fight.